This is a remembrance of something that happened 40 years ago in April 1979 that affected many gay men in Northampton and affected the community very deeply. It was a murder of a young man, 15 years old, and he was found slumped in an alleyway just off Birchfield Road East at Beach Avenue in April the 18th, 1979. So it is 40 years ago that this child was found dead, slumped by a garage in a cobbled alleyway. And I have always been reminded every year at this time of year of that person's death, as that person has never had justice, and the murder, as the police called it, has never been solved. That case is now a cold case and is still on the books. And I have, over the years, prompted the police and, to some extent, the local papers to keep going to find out why this is still not resolved. On April the 18th, 1979, a massive murder investigation was undertaken when a body of a 15-year-old boy called Sean McGann was found in an alleyway off Beach Avenue in Abington. He was slumped in a cobbled alleyway, and the mystery surrounding this boy's death has reverberated through the ages and has never been solved. I didn't get involved with the original incident because I had a life. I was living with my lover in Overston Road. So the initial reaction was, oh, nothing particularly concerning me and us. About maybe a month after this murder, John and I decided to go into Beckett's Park, which was then quite a sort of gay cruising area, and people used to cruise around and actually have quite a bit of a social life. So one Sunday afternoon we decided to go down and just partake of the air. The sun was out. What happened next was we got back to a car which was parked on Victoria Prom, which is just by Beckett's Park, and suddenly we were surrounded by 3 or 4 unmarked police cars, and they blocked us in and then decided immediately to ask the question, am I homosexual? To which I replied, of course, because I was out and proud. I've been out and proud all my life. I wasn't going to suddenly decide to be in the closet. Immediately we were then hauled up to the police station right there and then for an interview. The shock of that was quite profound, really, because we wondered what was going on. And then, of course, it was linked to how the police were dealing with the murder of this young man, because his body was found in Birchfield Road East and Beach Avenue, but his last known account of where he was on Midsummer Meadow by Beckett's Park, and when the fair was on at Easter that year. So he somehow disappeared from the fair that was on Midsummer Meadow just by Beckett's Park on the night before he was found. And because